Hello, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining back on this Daisy 21-day meditation program. So happy to have you all here. Wonderful that we are learning together something new and we are trying to understand the significance of meditation, what it is going to bring it to our life. So, in the spiritual aspect, we know that meditation is good. People practice meditation, they feel peaceful, they are joyful, they are very content and loving, caring, all those things. But how all those things are working inside our brain or what it is doing with our body, we are slowly understanding. So, if you can recollect the session from yesterday, we have learned the best way of altering our frequencies, right? We learned about brain waves, how the brain waves are working, what level of brain waves we are stuck with, like beta, high beta, theta, delta. We have so many brain waves, right? So how this awareness, building awareness, practicing meditation is helping us to come to a calmer state of brain waves where we are functioning with full awareness, and we are bringing most of our creativity, most of our talent, intuition, everything with so much ease without any confusion. So the more we practice the awareness, and we are getting the clarity over things, my dear friends. And that is why when you see people are meditating, when you see people are practicing awareness, the first thing what you see is the clarity from them. They have the clarity of life, they have the clarity of talk, clarity of thoughts, and they have a better understanding. So this can be achievable with any person, right? It is not a rocket science, it is just a matter of practice. So who is practicing meditation nowadays? Everybody is practicing meditation, everyone knows what is meditation today. Okay, so the only thing is we are not finding a way to practice every day, and that is where these sessions are going to help us to stick with that practice for n number of days, so that again it will become a habit in your life. Again, yesterday we learned that conscious mind programming and subconscious mind programming, and we understood that any habit we develop over the period of time, it will become our own nature. So just like brushing a teeth, or just like going to the office, and how we are doing it naturally, so the same thing happens with meditation and practice of awareness, practice of watching our thoughts, watching our words. So as you are practicing 21 days or 40 days, is studies showed that whatever practice you make it for continuously for 40 days or 21 days, it is bound to be part of your life. So that is the researcher happened, and this is the best practice which we can uh, have the habit of developing for ourselves. So again, this meditation we are doing for whom? We are doing for our own self, my dear friends. So if we fix ourselves, naturally when we are happy, we are joyful, we are naturally the surroundings, like people around us are happy. When people are around us happy, when they go to the outer world, they are emanating the happiness, and people are, whoever is around them, they are also happy. So with you being peaceful, you being joyful, you being that understanding person is changing the world, my dear friends. We do not have to go outside to change anybody. We do not have to go outside to fight for change. The only thing is we have to change within, and that is what we learned yesterday from conscious mind and subconscious mind. And also we learned that how our thoughts are creating our reality. So the more we are thinking about the same thing again and again, how the neurons are forming inside our brain. So whenever you are putting a thought, if it is a good thought or bad thought, doesn't matter. The moment you are thinking about something repeatedly, so first of all, the moment you put your thought, the wires are getting connected. Yeah, the neuron circuits are getting formed. The more you are thinking about the same thing, it is becoming stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And whenever the information has to come, it is coming from there. It is not allowing you to adjust it because it is so strong. And meditation, awareness, helping us to observe ourselves and look into the deeper states of belief system what we have, the deeper states of memories what we have, and we are able to examine them, and then decide whether it is serving my purpose, whether it is keeping me happy. And then if you are still wanted to have it, you are keeping it. Otherwise, slowly it is getting removed from your system, my dear friends. And we don't have to do it anything with a very conscious way. So naturally, the meditation is taking care of these things are happening. So are we doing anything to beat our heartbeat to go in certain way? Are we taking any action to breathe happens should this way, and the blood pump should this way or that way? We are not doing all those things. That is taken care by itself. Even the mind is same, my dear friends, in the night when you go to bed. So that's the reason you have to have a very important sleep, very deeper states of sleep, because in the night system is taking care of our body, and it is keeping the body into the alignment of our own system. So that is what we learn and we are understanding. Also today we are looking into two important parts, my dear friends. So we learn meditation. What is meditation, right? So the meditation is quietening our mind. Okay. So what we are doing, we are not thinking anything. We are in fact, we are just becoming aware. We are in the present moment. We are just observing, not even focusing on our breath. Observing and focus is different, my dear friends. We are observing it, just like passing like how you observe your things. Just your child is playing outside. You are not focused, but you are observing your child, what you are what the child is doing, right? So same thing we are doing with the breath, observing, and we are letting the things are happening. So when we are into that observer mode, right, slowly the thoughts will reduce, and then we might experience the thoughtless states in between. And as we are practicing continuously the thoughtless state, you will be surprised, wow, there are no thoughts at all. Is it possible? So that happened to me in the beginning states. It was so fascinated for me to be in that thoughtless state. So, meditation is about quietening our mind, right? So, let us understand today what is not meditation. So, let me share the screen with you. Okay, just a second, friends. Okay, so yeah, I'm ready with my presentation. So this is very important aspect we must understand, because most of the time what we do is we get confused what is meditation and what is not meditation. So it is important to know what is meditation. It is also important to know what is not meditation. So uh, meditation is not an intellectual process. So in this one, we are not bringing anything like, whether it is right, whether it is wrong, whether this practice is good or that practice is good. The intellectual part, we are not even worried about it. We are not bringing any process. So any intellectual process requires the thinking pattern, right? So in this meditation, we are not doing anything, and not a mental exertions, my dear friends. So most of the time we think, and we think, oh, okay, I'm thinking good. Maybe thinking positivity is good in meditation. All those things we do. So mental exercises we will do, like, we try to bring some objects, we try to bring something, and we try to bring our own gurus and own gods, or like own figures into the meditation state, and we think it is a meditation, but it is also not a meditation. Anything you are putting a work, you are putting a brain to work, is not a meditation. This meditation, we are not doing any thinking process. And contemplation. So sometimes people say that, hey, are you practicing meditation? Yeah, I practice meditation. I do a lot of contemplation, that, what is good, what is not good, what to be done, what not to be done. Even that contemplation is not meditation. Again, you are thinking. Again, you are bringing all the memories and judgments, which is right, which is not right, into the meditation. And meditation is not a concentration. Okay, it is not even a concentration. Some people says that, just stare at a light, or stare at a diya, I mean, put a lamp and stare at it, so look at the flower and stare at it. You are concentrating, but you are not going into the thoughtless state. right? So it is giving you the temporary satisfaction of you being in the present moment, but that is not meditation, my dear friends. And prayer and worship is not a meditation. So most of the time when we talk about this meditation, people say, oh, okay, I do puja, I do a lot of prayers, and then I do mala and japa, and they consider it is as a meditation. So meditation is nothing to do with all prayers and worship. Okay, so whenever you are worshiping how you are worshiping, whatever the information is stored inside your mind from the childhood. Maybe your mom told, maybe your dad told to, hey, this is God, we have to worship, this is going to be good. You know, that information, it is not something that it came directly to you. It is just, again, an information passed by someone. That's why we are doing it. And prayers also, right? Like, because we are born into Hindu family, we pray certain gods. Because we are born into Christian family, we pray Jesus. Because we are born in a Sikh family. So likewise, like, again, it is a separation. Again, it is a separation. Again, we are only thinking very limited from this thing, right? So the meditation is to go beyond everything, my dear friends. Neither your memories, nor your belief systems, nor your understanding and concentration, contemplation, whatever you are stored. So you have to experience what is beyond thoughts. For example, we are here and thoughts are like a clouds, right? So every time we are hitting the thoughts only, we are hitting the clouds only. Whatever the information we have stored, it is always there, and we are just going to that part and coming, going to the part and coming. We are never experiencing to go beyond the thought and observe the space up there, right? So that is happening in the night when we go to sleep. But we have to go into that state when we are fully aware, my dear friends. If you are aware, if you go to that place only, right, you will come to know there are a number of things to realize which you do not know, right? Otherwise, we always think, okay, whatever the clouds are showing, that is the life, that is a limited life, that is what it is, we know. But what is there, what is beyond, how people are going there, how people are getting the informations, and their intuitions are getting stronger, they are becoming more creators. Any creator you see in the world, they are going beyond that. If you see, like singers, writers, or any specific directors are, so they go to mountain places, they go to some remote areas to write the things. Because they know that when they are in that common area, they are not able to bring that creativity back. Because see, the clouds are traffic, right? So in the traffic they cannot operate, so that's why they choose to go somewhere out there, so that they can have the access to beyond thoughts, and from there they can bring the creativity. From there they can write a great song. All these things happens. So we do not have to go anywhere, my dear friends. Sitting at home, sitting in meditation itself is doing all these things. Because in this meditation we are crossing the thoughts by observing our breath. Okay, so prayers and worship is not so, like, we do japa. So japa is good. I'm not saying so japa is good. The people think it is a meditation. Again, it is not a meditation, because in japa, what you are doing, you have to constantly move the beats, and you have to constantly think of the whatever the verses you are saying, right? Again, it is, you are giving the mind work. So always remember one thing: meditation is going where you are not aware of any of these things, right? So knowing something new, knowing about your own self beyond the thoughts. Okay, so this is what it is, my dear friends. It's very, very important to know. And today we are going to learn one more important subject, which is my favorite subject. Is when I started practicing this 40 days meditation, I understood that, there is something, if it is doing it, I'm able to cross the thoughts, I'm able to experience the state of joy, state of bliss, and the empty space, and wanted to know more. Okay, what other people are talking about, what kind of research it has been done. And people are saying quantum science, people are saying new age spirituality, people are saying that they are seeing colors, they are experiencing different vibrations in the body, and they are able to visit different places. All those things they are talking, I became so curious. Wow, is it like, if you go to beyond thought, it is like that? So that's where this practice came into my life, my dear friends. So reading books. Okay, So in Sanskrit, there is a important saying is there, tapaha swadhyaya ishvara pranidhanena. Okay. So if you really want to know yourself, that three things you must do it, right? First, tapaha, right? So tapaha means meditation and discipline and self-control and the willpower, whatever it is, right? So it is like doing for your own self, that tapaha. And the second thing is Swadhyaya. Tapaha we are doing anyway. Everybody is doing tapaha these days, right? Either one or the other form, everybody is practicing that. And where it comes from, Sadhyaya. Swadhyaya is very, very important. It is a self-study. Okay, so self-study about ourselves. First of all, we are understanding ourselves a little bit deeper. That, oh, okay, I'm thinking this way, I'm feeling this way. These things are these thoughts are not my thoughts. It has kept it in my memory from the childhood, which is not my own thoughts. So all those things we are realizing, that is called self study. How I am feeling, I'm feeling angry, I'm feeling anxious, I'm feeling joyful, I'm feeling happy. How I am feeling, we are becoming our own scientists. We are becoming our own observers, my dear friends. So that self study is important. So self of oneself. And also it requires like self introspection, right? So the things I mentioned, how I'm thinking, how I'm doing, all those things. And learning from scriptures. I Scriptures are not something, the moment we say scriptures, we say that, oh, okay, those are like old scriptures people used to study and all those things, right? But there is a information, right? Nothing we should nullify, my dear friends. Take it, read it if it is resonating with you, and then you can continue. Otherwise, you can move. But never ever reject anything in the life. So there are so many beautiful books are written in Vedas and Bhagavad Gita and Bible. Don't discard anything. If you are a Hindu, still you go ahead and read Bible. If you are a Christian, still you go ahead and read Bhagavad Gita. Because every master, if I consider gods as a master, it is a college. Like this professor is saying this thing, other professor is saying other things. So both are teaching the same thing in a different way. So how I am going to learn from each and every teacher, that is the only goal, my dear friends. Okay. So every god you take any name, right? I consider them as a teachers. Okay. What they are teaching us, what kind of lessons we must learn. Don't worry about their lifestyle. Don't worry about what they did, what did not, what they have not done. But what they stand for, that one or two things, if you can take it, right? So that's good. Like, take the good things and move on. And this new age wisdom, new age science, many masters have written wonderful books on this subject, my dear friends. And what kind of books you must read? The books which is empowering you, the book which is energizing you. So I would suggest a big no to the scary books, weird books, which is like, creating distance, which is creating separation, which is creating like, the boundaries between countries or people, whatever it is, right? Whichever book is separating, whichever book is scaring you or creating the fear inside you, stop reading those. You must read. You must read only the books which is like, giving you good food to the mind, good food to the soul. That is important. And in this journey, I was not a book reader, and again, I took it as a challenge for 40 days, and I started reading. I started reading with the Krishnananda books. So no judgment again. I haven't started my journey with judgment. I just want to read and understand what they are saying. And then I learned so many wonderful things from that master. What is chakras? What are the saptarishis? What is the astral levels and the colors and whatnot? Right? It was so fascinating. Oh, is it really? It is going to be there like that? But I took it and I kept reading the other books. And likewise, there are so many books like from the spiritual world is there, from the physical world is there, from the chakra world is there, from the health point is there. There are n number of books. If you are a very scientific student, if you want to know how the meditation is working for you, how you can change your life, you must read You Are the Placebo book by Joe Dispenza. And if you are a successful person, but still there is something missing in your life, one thing that, we have everything, but the deeper thing is missing. You want to know why? So then you must read The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. And the book by Dr. Newton, The Art and Science of Meditation. You must read that book. And Illusions by Richard Bach. So beautiful books. So likewise, we have 15 to 20 books in the list. I'm going to share with you all in the group. Please go ahead and start your reading journey, my dear friends, and read. And it is not they just like with the fantasy they have written this book. No, it is their life journey. It is their life story, how they transformed from one person to other person using their own self study, their own meditation practice, their own building of that self awareness, my dear friends. And that's why reading books are very, very important. And if you are very sincere and serious about developing our own self, we all wanted to be the best, right? We wanted to be we want to love ourselves. We wanted to be loved with everyone. We wanted to be kind with ourselves. We wanted to be kind with others. So all those things we love to have it, but we are not able to incorporate. So in order to incorporate all those things, some people are gifted. They are already naturally doing it, but we are conditioned so much in the life that we are not able to do all these things from the heart. So in order to open our hearts, first of all, we have to build our awareness, what we are doing, what we are thinking, how we are feeling. Second one is reading. The reading will expand your consciousness. Your mind was so much, and now with the reading you are expanding, you are knowing more and more and more. The more you know, the more wiser you become. Okay, so that is what it is. And Ishvara Pranidhanana. Ishvara Pranidhanana is surrendering to yourself, surrendering to the universe. So most of the people, most of the time, whether you believe God or not, but most of the time whenever the friend comes in trouble, then what you say naturally, whether you believe it or not, what you will say, everything will be fine. How you are saying, how you are giving that assurance that everything will be fine. I know all going to be good. I know there is no bad. So how you are getting all these things to share with a friend. So that is, you are into that surrender mode, my dear friends. Whether you accept it or not, you know that there is something beyond, which is, that things will happen in a right way. That's why we are consoling our friends whenever our kids need, whenever our parents need, whenever our friends need. We are saying everything will be okay. So the understanding comes from the surrender. Some people are born with that surrender mode. Some people are born and forgot about the surrender mode. Some people are practicing surrender mode, but everybody is on their own journey, my dear friends. So reading books is very, very, very important. And of course, the surrenderance comes with when we are meeting with people. Sajjana Sangatya means meeting like-minded people. So if the person is like-minded person, he is going to say that, hey, everything will be okay. Don't worry. Life is good. This is not end of the world. That is what he is going to say. If it is a not like-minded person, what he is, oh my God, this is what happened to you. Oh, this is not good. Then, oh, okay, this happened. Okay, next, this is going to happen. You have to be very careful. Just to trust and make sure you secure yourself. All those things, the fearful thoughts will send. So stay away, and then make sure that you are always into that positive zone, at least when you are practicing for 40 days. So again, everything is training, right? Whatever you are feeding to your system, you are attracting that. Remember that. If you want to attract good, if you want to attract good people, attract the happiness or joyful, you have to resonate with that first, my dear friends. So it's very important we practice awareness, and the meditation will help us to come into the present moment and practice the awareness. And reading books is very, very important, my dear friends. Read every day, 10 minutes or 15 minutes or 20 minutes, doesn't matter. Just to pick up a book and read. If you are reading, if you like something, share with your family, share with your friends, or just to write it on a journal. It is going to help you, and that helped me so much. And I always think books are my best friends. So whenever I can't meditate, like whenever I'm so agitated, or I'm so thinking, I'm in that thinking process. Whenever I want to meditate, if it is not happening, then what I will do is immediately I'll pick a book, nice book, and I will read. And then slowly all my awareness goes into the book and into the subject, and I feel so grounded. And after that, I go to meditation and I practice meditation. So these are all complementing each other. Meditation is complementing reading books is complementing meditation. So let us all practice one more time meditation, my dear friends. So I'm going to send the list of books from Western scientists who wrote books on this meditation, from Indian scientists who wrote books on this meditation. I'm going to share, and then we will learn from there. Thank you. Thank you so much, my dear friends. So today we are going to practice simple breath meditation. Okay. So the life is simple, the practice should be simple. And if anything with simple things, we can do it for a longer time. Anything hard, it is hard to do it. Again, you have to put a struggle. So start with simple, and then take it to yourself. So let us all sit in meditation, my dear friends. Sit comfortably, hands into hands, fingers into fingers. Close your eyes and be with your breath. If you are a new person, you can sit on the sofa, you can sit on the couch, just like shown in the picture. Yes, you can quickly look at the picture. If you are a new person, just you can sit on the sofa. If you are sitting on the sofa or chair, please cross your feet at your ankle. And if you are sitting on the ground, that is absolutely fine. And please feel free to take back support, because comfort of body is very, very important. And then only you can move away from the mind. Otherwise, what happens is, if your body is not comfortable, again, you will be in the body consciousness only. So it is important to go important to give rest to the body, and then we can easily go into the thoughtless state. So let's start meditation, my dear friends. Take 1 or 2 deep breaths and relax yourself.